Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Morris Merriweather, and I'm standing here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, at Pittman High School. This is just one of the 5 high schools here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I wanted you to witness this. This is a very beautiful school, and we're going to pan before this intro is over and show you the stadium and the soccer fields and the gymnasium. Ladies and gentlemen, money has been spent here because of parental involvement, because of resources, because we don't have the good old boys who are skimming off at the top, because we don't have superintendents that does not have the agenda and have students on the agenda. I just wanted you to see this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pan and let you see this building. This is a facility that you need to see. We can do this in Jackson, Tennessee, New York City, Dover, Tennessee, wherever you want to. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you spend the money wisely, get responsible people to run the system, you can have this here in any city. It does not have to be Gatlinburg. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Morris Merriweather, the host of Straight Talk in Room 503. Thank you for joining me, and let's get ready to go to class. Thank you so much. I'm excited about class. I'll see you in class. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I am Morris Merriweather, the author of Enough is Enough. Also, I am the host of Straight Talk in Room 503. I do thank you for taking the time to drop by 503 as we get ready to take our Christmas break and head home to be with our families and loved ones and friends. We'll only take a few moments this class time as we wrap up the closing of the school year and get ready for a new year in 2016. But we must deal with some things in 2015 that's going on. As I normally do, I'll tell you about what's going on in my hometown. Approximately 2 to 3 weeks ago, our board and the superintendent and the good old boys voted to close 6 of our schools here in my hometown. One of the schools in particular is one of the high school, which is a predominant African-American high school. Ladies and gentlemen, it's no mistake, and the same thing is happening in your hometown. It's no mistake that over 15 to 20 years ago, they was deciding to close this predominant high school. While they even took taxpayers' money from intelligent people here in my hometown, and they didn't know what was going on. They was too busy separating themselves from the have-nots, and they missed out on themselves, and they're going to have to now pay for it. They was not willing to renovate the school and remodel the school and give it the resources that the other high schools had going on. The amazing reason I know that I'm right, one of the high schools that they kept open is really older than the school that they closed. Then we have an academic high school called Madison Academic, which is a high school for the private schools inside of public school paid for by taxpayers' dollars. It was built in 1935. The school that they closed was built in 1959. Ladies and gentlemen, the school in 1959, which happened to be predominantly black school, that is the school they decided to close because we could not get enough white students to attend the school. That's the reality of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, until we do right, things are not going to work out in our hometown school system, neither your hometown school system. You're going to have to do right by God. It's just a sad day that they closed the school, and now they're beginning to tell teachers that they're going to have to pack up and move in town or go back to another area. They're also telling students you're going to have to ride the bus for a longer time. You're not going to be able to attend that school there. But they also left what is called open enrollment. That is so that certain students do not have to go to certain schools if they don't want to. And they'll keep that going until that becomes a mess as well. These are our intelligent people in Madison County. But ladies and gentlemen, let me move on. This is happening in your hometown as well. You are not invested enough. You are not concerned enough, some of you. A lot of you have really kept up on what's going on. But we must do different. We must be concerned about all children. Until we get concerned about all students, we're going to continue to have problems in public education across the state. It does not have to be that way, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, due to the fact we need to get some people going home for the holidays, let's continue. Let me say this here. I wanted to tell you this, but I wanted to write it down because I want to make sure that slow it down that you really got to grasp of this. A lot of time, just like they're saying they're closing the school, they're saying we're going to save $4 million. We're going to redirect it. They sometimes use a cute word called repurpose and put it back into programs. Ladies and gentlemen, putting money into program, putting money into technology and curriculum, that is not the reason why we have low test scores. Listen to this, and I'm going to read it to you. I agree that we need to modify our classroom with technology. But until we motivate students, we are not going to improve test scores. We got to motivate the students. The students are not engaged, not motivated. 50% of the students come to classroom, they are not motivated to learn. Those who are no longer in the classroom think that we can improve public education with curriculum and technology. And that may help, but that is not the major factor. There are several reasons for lower test scores, and they have nothing to do with technology or curriculum. All of the reasons center around human relationship between the administration and the faculty and students. Data shows that about 50% of those who come to the classroom, those who are teaching in the various schools, and the Board of Education, plus the superintendent, they do not trust the powers in charge. And until we begin to motivate the students, show the students that we care, regardless of where they come from, we must show students that we care. Ladies and gentlemen, as you very well know, when it comes down to your relationship, the reason you have a relationship with certain people is because you care about them. The more you care about a person, the more that person will do for you, and the more you do for that person. So think about the classroom for a few moments. What if the teacher does not show the students that they care? Is the students going to work hard for their teacher? I don't think so. And you're not going to do any different, ladies and gentlemen, in our roles in our various places where we are attending. Ladies and gentlemen, let's come back and wrap up the session because we need to get out of here for the Christmas holiday. But I do thank you for joining me again in this session. We'll be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As we wrap up this final session, let me tell you something that I observed today and I've been noticing for some time. When I attended church this morning, I noticed that we talk all the time, but Mr. Merrill, this is the parent. I agree that some of the blame for the failure in public education starts with the parent. And I said that because education starts at home. It doesn't start in kindergarten. It starts at home with the way we raise our children. I noticed today in several churches, I have an opportunity to visit a lot of churches here recently. And I noticed that parents are allowing the students to bring the electronic devices to church. They come in and they play in games, and the parents are sitting right there. They are pretending they're praising God, and maybe they are. But I find it very difficult and distracting to you be worshiping God and your child be playing on electronic devices. That's when they should learn that this is a sacred place. We come here to give praises and lift God on high. But in place, the students are playing games, and they're pointing and telling the parents, look, they're taking the parents away from worshiping. They look at my games, and the parents will show them, and when the kids are having problems with electronic devices, the parents are correcting them. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can't properly raise our children at home, why are we expecting teachers to babysit our kids and correct them at home? Maybe this is some of the reasons some of our kids are failing out in school, because when we say we're going to take the money and buy Kindle Fire for the students and computers, then as soon as they get on there, they want to play games. How I know that in my 8 years of subbing, they would say, the teachers would tell me, Mr. Merrill, when they finish early, let them get on the computer. They go to YouTube's, games, and what have you. 99% of them did not go to the education thing. And I say, you sure your teacher would allow you to? She let us do that. The teachers are worn out, and they'll decide they'll just let the kids just do anything to keep and make the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to do something. We're going to have to begin with the parents. Until we demand that our school system refer those discipline problems to the court system and that the court system make the parents responsible. Also, that the parents, in order for that child to return to their school, must enlist in parenting classes. We have got to learn parents how to be better parents, students how to act and behave better. That is a lot of reason for the white flight. We got to face reality and quit playing games. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get busy. Ladies and gentlemen, I must let you go at this time because the clock on the wall says it's time to head home for the holidays. I want to say this on behalf of my staff that has helped me over the course of the year. I thank you, and especially to my wife, who has been my ringleader, who has made sure that the videos and everything was proper, made sure that everything was on time. So I personally want to thank my wife for her hard work. And then I also want to thank Cameron for his diligence in making sure that all the videos was well taken and making sure that everything went out well. So I want to take this opportunity to say to you, from my family to your family, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Join me again one more Sunday in this month as we come back from the Christmas holiday. And I'll be back talking about public education. And we're going to hang together until we can improve public education as we go into 2015. If you haven't had a chance to purchase my 2016, I'm sorry, we're still in the same year. If you haven't had an opportunity to purchase my book, it certainly will make a wonderful Christmas gift. It's called Enough is Enough. Public education has spiraled out of control. You can go to my website, www.morrismerriweather.com. Brooks' Bond in my hometown. Something to read about downtown Jackson. You can also get it from me if you like. Also, Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to know about public education has spiraled out of control across this country. And my book will tell you the problems as well as the solution. Ladies and gentlemen, until we see you again, you have a Merry Christmas and be blessed. I'm Morris Merriweather, your host.